It was a quiet, crisp morning at my ranch when the knock on the door came. It was loud, urgent, and unmistakable, but it wasn't a typical visitor. No, this was the kind of knock that rattled the bones and set off alarm bells in the back of my mind. I opened the door to find a group of people all suited up in what looked like law enforcement gear, though they didn't identify themselves. As police officers, the only thing they made clear was that they were sent by the HOA Homeowners Association, and they were here to inspect my property. But as they barged into my personal space with their clipboard and attitude, they weren't prepared for what was coming. Next, what the HOA didn't know was that I had a few uninvited guests on my ranch that day. A biker gang that I had been working with to fix up my barn. They were rough around the edges, but they were trustworthy, skilled workers. They were also fiercely protective, and they had no love for anyone who tried to push us around. The moment the HOA representatives stepped past the gate, my biker friends who had been sitting just out of sight saw the confrontation unfold. They didn't hesitate for a second, bursting out from behind the barn with their leather jackets and roaring engines. They surrounded the would-be cops with a display of sheer power and intimidation. The leader of the group, a massive guy with a thick beard, looked the HOA rep dead in the eye and said, "You didn't think you'd be walking into a war zone, did you?" The HOA agents froze, completely caught off guard by the sudden shift in dynamics. The look on their faces was priceless. They went from all authoritative and confident to looking like they had walked into a nest of angry hornets. The leader of the biker gang didn't back down. He informed them that if they didn't leave right then and there, things would escalate in ways they weren't ready for. In the most polite but menacing way, they were told they were trespassing and needed to get off the property before the situation got ugly. The HOA agents had no choice but to turn tail and leave their proud posture completely shattered as they retreated. I turned to the bikers and laughed. "That was a good show, guys," I said, grateful for the unexpected support. The bikers just grinned, knowing they had made it clear the HOA wasn't going to get away with pushing anyone around on my ranch. It was a moment of unexpected victory, proving that sometimes the most intimidating thing isn't a suit and tie, but a gang of loyal bikers.